Now that we're finished our piece and we've done all of the top stitching and any of the embellishments that we wanted to add, let's finish our hoop up so that we can display it. What you want to do is make sure that your fabric print is lined up so that there's an even amount all around the edge. And we're going to tighten it so that we can pull it taut all the way around. Especially with some of these, for example, with this terrarium, you'll see it's puckering in the actual fabric in the back because the stitches are pulling it tight. So what we want to do is just make sure that we get it nice and tight all the way around so that it's even everywhere and that none of that puckering is happening. We also want to make sure that the top of our hoop, where we're going to be hanging it from, lines up sort of with the middle. Okay, now I like to press the back just up slightly all the way around, just so that the inner hoop is just sort of pressing the print a little bit forward. It looks really nice when it's displayed that way. If there's just a tiny little bit that's raised on the outside, if you can see what I mean. Make sure it's nice and tight and we're happy with how it looks. What we're going to do is just cut off the excess fabric from the outside. Try not to get too close because we're going to want to tuck it in and glue it down. But we can take a look and make sure that we are cutting it where we want it to be in a second. You can cut off, and always cut more if we need to. What I like to do is just check and see if once it's tucked in, we're going to be seeing an overlap on the inside when we glue it down. Then I'm going to want to cut that part just a little bit more. Just so it's not showing through on the front side. So if you have a fabric glue or a glue gun, what we're going to do is just slowly work sort of 1 to 2 inches along the inside and then press it down and sort of gather it up as we go. So I've got my glue gun ready to go. Another great way to dress up your hoop once you're finished is to add some lace. So I'm going to just add some of this pretty floral lace to the outside of my hoop so that when it's against the wall, then you will just see sort of the edge of the lace like that. So I'm going to do that with some glue. I think that's going to be really pretty once it's against the wall. And some tips for hanging it. You can use something as simple as some baker's twine just wrapped around the top and then attached to your wall with some cute washi tape, or just using a 3M clip or just a nail in the wall, or even just adding a simple bow and then some ribbon to the top. I think those all are really cute ways to display. One last idea I had for prettying up your hoop before displaying it was to add just some pretty ribbon to the outside that you'll see sort of against the side when you have it displayed on your wall. So I'll show you that as well quickly. So cute. I hope you've enjoyed this whole process. I've had such fun working with you, and I can't wait to see some of your finished pieces. So tag me on Instagram and send me your emails if you have any questions, and I will see you next time when we're ready for working on something even more difficult.